and welcome to Weather Watch, Millersville University's #1 spot for weather entertainment. I'm your host, Megan Nielsen. To get us started off, let's catch you up with the weather that has made headlines around the globe. Here's your weather in 60 seconds. Scorching temperatures in Australia, wintry weather returning to the UK, and excessive rainfall in California are all a part of your weather in 60 seconds. Starting things off in Sydney, Australia, where temperatures exceeded 100 degrees for 13 days straight, brought some of the hottest weather in living memory in Queensland town. It was also a new heat wave record for the cattle country town, beating the previous record by 4 days. Traveling over to the UK now, where warnings were issued for snow and ice for parts of England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland for the first time this season. Scotland was the worst affected region, with around 4 inches of snow seen in the country's mountains. Temperatures also plummeted due to the Arctic blast that impacted the region. And wrapping things up here in the US, where California received a massive amount of rain after experiencing a drought over the past few weeks. The precipitation had negative consequences, with mudslides, rockslides, and sinkholes being reported following days of rainfall across the state, leaving some streets flooded and residents in wildfire-scarred areas reaching for sandbags. And that'll do it for your weather in 60 seconds. This is the time of year where people look to meteorologists to find out what to expect in the upcoming months. Weather Watch's own Andrew Yarosh sat down with some weather experts to discuss the cold winter months and what they expect to see this winter.
When you think of the winter season here in Pennsylvania, cold temperatures and snowy conditions usually come to mind. With this past winter being so very cold and snowy, it has led many to believe this upcoming winter could yield much of the same. But will that be the case? Weather Watch had the opportunity to sit down with our winter weather experts to find out what is in store for your winter.
Last winter was really a once-in-a-generation kind of winter in terms of the combination of sustained cold and above-average snowfall. The odds of us having that type of winter 2 years in a row, very, very small.
So in terms of signs of change, if we look at, for example, the snow cover in the Northern Hemisphere, the snow cover in October was much higher than any other October when we look at averages for that month in the Northern Hemisphere. Typically, when we see above average snow cover, that could lead to colder temperatures.
I would expect more of a roller coaster ride where we have a colder outbreak for a week or two, and then it turns milder for a week or two. And hence, you may get rainy spells and you may get some snowy spells depending on the temperatures.
We also have the El Nino Southern Oscillation, which is showing some positive trends. So if we look at equatorial Pacific sea surface temperatures, we see some above normal sea surface temperatures, but El Nino also has another component, which is the air-sea coupling that also needs to take place, and those signals are not fully in place.
There's a good chance that as we get into January and February, there will be El Nino influence in the pattern in terms of enhanced storminess across the south. That increases our chance of precipitation of nor'easters. Of course, you still need the cold air, and that's where I see a big difference from last winter. Last winter, the cold air was unrelenting.
There are no strong climate signals that are going to give us any strong indicator for whether or not we're going to be above normal or below normal. So all projections right now for Pennsylvania are pointing to what we call equal chances, which means that there are equal chances of above normal or below normal temperatures for the winter.
I would expect this winter to be less extreme as last winter. Snowfall, though, still above average. I'm thinking 30 to 40 inches here in the Lancaster area. Average is 25. And then temperature-wise, with those ups and downs, it may average out pretty close to normal.
So there you have it. Expect this winter to be full of variability, with above normal precipitation and slightly below normal temperatures. In the end, definitely not as severe as last winter. Reporting for Weather Watch, I'm student meteorologist Andrew Yarosh.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, that does it for this episode of Weather Watch. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Also, check out our website, muweatherwatch.com, to see a full collection of our videos. On behalf of the cast and crew here at Weather Watch, we wish you the best in the new year, and we'll see you next season.